Oh, that's disgusting, Adam. Come on. Projecting... Oh, what? Oh! Welcome to Comet Crew Update number 11. Can you hear the tinkling sound? Even though I come before you as a man desperately in search of the exit, I've got some new stuff to review.
Now what?
Ah! There you are! It doesn't quite work the right way every time, does it? Today we have the 12! We have something else I've randomly forgotten! And something else again! Yay! Oh dear.
Done. Yeah. Do 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 do.
First thing we're going to talk about today is Scarlet Spider. Marvel are doing a rather interesting job by bringing the character of Kane back from his years of wandering in the Marvel wilderness doing nothing much. And they're actually telling a rather interesting story. Spider-Man has always been about power and responsibility. It's always been about someone who's trying to do the best no matter what. This is a character that's been deeply damaged. He just doesn't want to get involved. But that part of him, that very big part that's actually Peter Parker, means that despite the fact he's looking through the world with a slightly altered prism of, morality, he's still trying to do his best, and he's still trying to... It's turning into a rather interesting little comic. One reason why people should pick this up is you've got a genuinely flawed character who, in many ways, is very much like Peter Parker, but a what-if version. Read this comic, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised by the brilliant artwork and a very clever story. Now, it can't have escaped your notice, but there's going to be a movie based on the Avengers. Shh! Oh my God! Damn it! I told you not to say anything. See this rather impressive little prelude here? Yes, it's not Nick Fury's Day Off as I originally misread it. It's actually a prelude that ties together all the different moments from all of the different Marvel films up to date and actually puts them all in context. Every time you see Fury meeting up with any of the other characters at the ends of these movies, every time you've seen sort of Tony Stark meets Thunderbolt Ross at the end of the Hulk, for instance, it all winds up and turns into one-off, really impressive story that puts the temporal timeline of all of the Marvel movies into context, ready for the ultimate showdown. Earth versus the Badoon. At least that's my theory anyway. Now, the comic itself, really well drawn, fun book, and actually quite clever in the way it ties all the different moments together. Ow. My Dilwyn senses are overloading. That won't mean anything to you, but my God, when Steven Spielberg is here, you know it. Anyway, this is what we've got. We've got another comic. We've got 12 of them. Well, actually, we've got 10 of them so far. About 2.5, 3 years ago, J. Michael Straczynski, creator of Babylon 5, main writer on Murder, She Wrote, and one of the best TV writers out there, decided that he was going to do something of a Marvel opus called The 12, where he would reintroduce some 1940s, 30s, 40s and 50s characters that haven't been seen since the 1930s, 40s or 50s. In fact, 12 of them. This is the book. Some of you may have picked up the first 6 or 7 issues and gone, wow, that was great, it's just a shame he never completed it. Well, guess what? He did! Where to can you get an intelligent story that takes some of the kookiest, daftest origins ever put to comics and turns them into must-read, pure, brilliant, entertaining action, adventure, character development that you will not have seen anywhere else? I'll tell you, JMS does in this 12-part series. Admittedly, people have grown old, sons have gone quiet, people's grandmothers have aged to death in between the publication of one issue to the next. But you know what? Up to issue 10, I think, we've actually had a series that's been worth the wait. Imagine Brian Bolland, but imagine he was capable of doing an actual comic strip that was published regularly. That's how good this work is. This is a wonderful, wonderful story. If you don't get out there and buy it and read it, because that's the important thing, read it, I'm going to have to come round to your house and set fire to your socks. I'm sorry. There we are.
That's really a bit excessive, Chris.
Well, I quite like the smell of smouldering socks. That's why I don't wash mine. Walk like an Egyptian.